Why date lenses are the solution to end-of-month reporting resistance. I recently talked about end-of-month reporting being dead, and I can already hear the resistance from old-school billers who've been around for decades. This approach just doesn't work. We can't close at midnight on the end of a month. We need time to get everything in from that month. That time might be 2 days, 3 days, 10 days, sometimes 60 days, and I get it. There are valid concerns, especially with things like payments. But here's the thing, there are solutions if we take a different approach using what I call date lenses. Let me explain what I mean by showing you an example that would be completely nonsensical. If you wanted to look at payments for March, would you ever say, let's look at payments by date of service on April 3rd? Of course not. You're barely scratching the surface of what you'll collect. That dollar amount will change dramatically over the next 15, 30, 60 days. In fact, hospitals watch that number change for the next 6 to 18 months. Even 16 months later, March collections change because there's such a long tail. So holding open a month to look at payments by date of service makes zero sense, and nobody would advocate for that. But charges are different. Depending on what you're trying to answer determines the lens you should use. Let's take March as an example. You might want to see all charges entered that month for productivity metrics. That's one lens. Or you might look at what charges were submitted during that period for cash flow prediction, because what got submitted matters more than who got seen if you're predicting collections. For charge reconciliation, the lens is completely different. Should you run it on the 1st, 3rd, or 5th of the month? It doesn't matter. Here's why. There's always going to be something missing due to constant leakage, even with interfaces. The purpose of reconciliation is creating that outstanding list and having someone go get those missing charges entered. It's a process-centric thing, not a cash flow prediction thing. This is why date lenses make such a difference. You can divorce these processes. They don't all have to happen at the same time because different goals are accomplished at different times. Let's say you're an RCM company focused on invoicing. If your client says they want everything from the prior month closed, are you really going to wait 2 to 3 weeks for copies of checks or EOBs? Of course not. That makes no sense. The increasingly standard approach is invoicing off payments posted in a particular month, assuming posted payments have been validated and funds actually received. That should be part of your SOP period. Under this assumption, you can close at midnight at the end of the month with whatever you've posted and invoice the next business day. When someone asks, what about all the reporting? Great question. You can provide real-time reporting on that first day showing everything posted through month end, all charges entered so far, and reconciliation status. If there's still stuff outstanding after reconciliation, you're waiting on the client anyway. They can't pressure you because you're waiting on them for information. As soon as they provide it, the data updates, and they can see complete information. This solution-oriented approach accomplishes multiple things simultaneously. It doesn't slow down invoicing, doesn't cause reporting problems, and moves you into real-time capability where you can see anything you want through any lens at any point. You accomplish all your objectives instead of having everything held up by one slow process.